Hey everyone, welcome to Encouragement Thursday. It's great to be with you today. Have you ever gone through a hard time? Well, I'm sure you have. Life throws storms at us all the time, doesn't it? It's just a fact of life that we're going to go through difficult times. And today I just want to encourage you and give you some tips on how to get through those tough times. I believe that there's 4 essentials to life that every person needs to have in their lives and as part of their lives. And those 4 essentials are going to help you get through those tough times. And, we need confidence and to feel secure. In fact, the more confidence we have and the more secure we feel in life, the better we are equipped to get through those hard times. But there are 4 essentials that every human life needs. And number 1 is this: it's to live intentionally. It's to live intentionally. You don't want to just live by accident, I often say. You want to live with intention, with purpose. And so you need to find that purpose. You need to live intentionally and go after some goals and go after some of those things that you feel purposed to do in life. That's your why. Why am I on this earth? Why am I doing what I do? And everyone needs that. Every organization, every person, every family needs to know why they are a family, why they are an organization, what are they up to? What do we got to do? We got to live with intention. And so I want to encourage you with that. For me, I drifted in life until and it just took me just here, there, and everywhere. I flowed with whatever was going on. I let other people influence me into things that I would never have done normally. And so I did not live on purpose. It wasn't until I started living intentionally that I started to actually be able to get through those storms of life. The second one is to love well. And I want to define that a little bit. To love well simply means to be disciplined in expressing and receiving love. Yeah, I use the word discipline when it comes to love. A lot of people think that love is a feeling. Oh, it feels so good. I want to just tell you today, love is a decision. Love is an action. Love is a choice. You have to love well, you need to be disciplined in expressing and receiving love. And a lot of times we have a difficult time doing that, especially if we have gone through a storm of relationship breaking up or hurts in our life, in our childhood. There's been trauma. It's very difficult for us to do that. But I want to encourage you today that you can love well. You just got to discipline yourself in expressing it. My wife, I've been married to her for 36 years. She knows I love her, but if I don't express it in multiple ways, it kind of fades a bit. And that excitement of being together, the companionship, takes work. And so I want to encourage you today to love well. When you love well and you're disciplined in love, you can get through storms in your relationships. The third one is to be a lifelong learner. Everyone needs to be a learner. And so I want to encourage you today to be a learner, to be teachable. You see, when you're teachable, it actually brings humility out in you. And so you want to be teachable and realize that you can learn from everyone. I remember one time we had a youth ministry, and we were leading the youth. And sometimes, getting set up and everything, it was a busyness or whatever. And I could get a little curt with Sandy, or just, kind of barking out orders to get things done. And I had 2 14-year-old girls come up to me, fear and trembling, shaking, and they challenged me and said, we have to talk to you about something that's kind of difficult, but we want you to understand that we look up to you and Sandy, and when you speak to her curtly like that, it actually diminishes our respect for you. Whoa. I mean, I was just like, to the quick. I didn't realize I was doing it, but these girls had the courage. I was so proud of them. So I told them that, and I thanked them, and I learned from them, and I got up in front of all the youth that night and actually apologized to my wife and asked for forgiveness. You see, those 2 15-year-olds had the courage to teach me. I could learn from them. And so I want to encourage you. You can learn from everyone around you. Don't assume because you have a higher position in an organization or that you are the parent that you can't learn from someone younger, more inexperienced, because they might come up with something you would never have thought of because you're stuck in your ways. Lastly, I believe everybody needs to leave a legacy. When you're going through storms of life, what legacy is it you want to leave behind? You know the old saying, it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get up. I wanted to leave a legacy to my kids. And I remember lamenting one time to my son saying, you know, I wish I could help you guys with down payments on houses and financial legacy. And I just don't have the ability. And he says, Dad, the legacy you've left us is far greater than you could ever imagine. You give us a legacy of compassion and of caring and of helping others. And so I want to encourage you today that when you live life on purpose, intentionally, and you love well, and you are a lifelong learner, what you'll do is you will leave a legacy of those three things to the next generation. And so I want to encourage you today to be a legacy giver, to start thinking even now, regardless of your age, ask yourself, what legacy do I want to leave behind for my children, for my organization, for my family, and then start working towards that. Because what happens is when a storm comes up, when a hard time comes up, you'll come right back to that legacy and say, you know what? I cannot give up because I have a legacy to leave. So there you go. I went a little overtime today, but it was good stuff, wasn't it? I hope you did. Comment, share this with other people. And remember, today's Encouragement Thursday. Phone somebody, text somebody, social media somebody. Do something to encourage someone today. Have a great week.